which was a fascinating revolution that's affected all of us. And I want to focus on the different generations of the web and what they mean and where do we fall into and so forth. These are the 4 different generations of the web, and roughly they fall into every 5 years actually. So World Wide Web, the very first version of it, starting in '91, it was a library of information. Soon it became the commerce web, which is called the Web 1.0. So you can look at companies like eBay and Amazon and so forth, or Google, or even Bing for that matter, it's really 1.0. Then came the constellation of connected communities. That's what we call Web 2.0. Things like Wikipedia, YouTube, Facebook, and so forth. This is basically he named it as Global Giant Graph, and that's what GGG is. So what the third generation of the web is a web of machines, and on one side, at the machine level, it is a semantic web. On the human level, it is the omnifunctional web. And I'll go into that a little bit more in detail. So it's a combination of web of data and web of functionality. This is a graph with data about data itself. It's called metadata, plotted on the side, and the ability to search plotted here. And you can see if you take something like a text file, there's no metadata, nothing is described. So all you can really do is retrieve information from there. But you take a database, a relational database, you have SQL and things like that, so you can actually discover more because you have got more metadata. In Web 3.0, you have technologies like RDF, you can see it here, RDF, ontology, and so forth, that helps you search even more. You can make intelligent findings. And the fourth generation, you have more descriptions using logic and so forth that you can use to do more reasoning. So what is really happening is you're going through all these levels of data to achieve more and more information and to achieve reasoning. Now obviously the web of functionality means it is obvious that you're going to have advanced interfaces like Jan just described, monitors that are paper thin. It's based on self-similarity, which basically means you put simple structures together, much like what Jan is just describing. You create emergent patterns out of it. So most of the processes in nature actually follow fractal patterns. For example, this is a natural vegetable that occurs. This is really a technical fractal pattern. But these are examples: clouds, galaxies, trees, a forest. Even animations in movies, they use fractals now. Even the cell phone antenna that you have right now is actually based on principle fractals. So what happens is you replicate fractals many times over. So you get something called an emergent pattern. And so brain and the net basically follows the same structure. They're all fractal based. If you take human brain, a network of neurons, the synergy of all of them together forms the mind. It's an emergent character.